Well, good evening, guys. Got ourselves another review. The box may throw you, but it isn't what's on the box. So I got this one of these power cars 7 years ago. This year. It's been 7 years. It was my first DCC fitted locomotive, and I bought it on its own for about £100 with sound. And I thought, what have I bought it for? I've never had a sound locomotive. And yeah, so ended up going digital, and unfortunately it was on its own for quite a long time. So I'll cut a long story short. This is a box I bought for this set about 3 years ago, because they sort of sat on the power car sort of sat on the layout on its own, so it had nothing to sit in. So here it is. Now, I have never reviewed either this power car or either of these power cars. So we've got 43017, which is originally a First Great Western, first released by Hornby. This is the one with sound. So I bought this on its own. Why it was sold on its own, I do not know. But here it is. Let's get out of the box. This thing is stunning. So this is my favourite locomotive. It's my favourite livery. I bidded on it and I bought it. It's on its own. It's got version 4 house sound. Sorry, that's my fingers. And there's a bit of oil on there as well from storage. Just sort that out. Yeah, so it came. It had a wiper missing. Managed to get one of those off another power car, and here it is. It's they're now bringing another First Great Western power car set out. I've just managed to get the second release, 43070 Mechanical Engineers with 036. I've already got 036 with the Barbie one, which you'll see further down. I've had this model so long, I never reviewed it. You know, it's crazy why I'd never reviewed it. Downside to this model, being the earlier one, the paint is different to the second phase one they done, and the headlights are quite poor on this model. They are the contact ones type, and they are very dim. You can modify them. You can put the later ones in if you want, but I've sort of left this as it is because it's always been alright for me. I'll put a new set of wheels on it, but yeah, overall it's absolutely mint. Windows are in. It hasn't got a scratch on it, and in the 7 years I've had it, I've always looked after it. But one that's always interested quite a few people, and I've had quite a few questions about it, is the bottom one. Okay, so 43017 was on its own for quite a while. We just had a few Barbie coloured Mark IIIs, and I had an old Class 43 by Hornby, which I painted in First Bus Blue, which went with the set for quite a while. You'll see some of the videos on there from quite a long time ago. If you go back 6-7 years, you'll see a lot of this model. It ran all day long. If this had a mileometer, I'd love to know how many miles it's done on my old layout, and then my second layout it didn't really come out at all, which is a shame really, because I was more interested in running my GWR power cars, not these beautiful power cars. Okay, so eventually I thought, well, I got this single car, why on earth did I not buy a pack? You know, I made this stupid mistake. I bought this power car on its bloody own, and I can't do nothing with it. So amazingly, this Angel Trains power car came up on its own, just the dummy car. I was like, yes, so we can now make a pair. They probably didn't run together, and this probably didn't even run on the rails like this, but it's got First on it. It was painted for First Great Western, so therefore it's okay. Okay, so it's 43004. I don't know the ins and outs of this livery. The blue is really, it's the whole thing's been repainted. It's really good. This is done by 43300 HST on eBay, who's done my Barbie one as well. So he's done both of these. Yeah, don't know the ins and outs of this. I think Angel Trains are possibly the leaseholder to First Great Western. I can't remember, because I'm pretty sure Porterbrook didn't lease them. It might have been Angel Trains. Feel free to comment. But I just had a lot of questions about it in the past. Oh, who done that? It's a really really nice quality repaint, and it is probably the best one I've seen, to be honest. All glaze and present. The paintwork is really good. A little bit lumpy in places, but to be honest, when it arrived, I didn't even know it was a repaint. It was that good. It's got a very Scott Rayleigh blue look about it. But obviously I bought this five years ago maybe. Yeah, you'll have to check. If you look through my videos, you'll see when this one appeared, when we run this with the other one and start getting some dynamic line coaches. But this thing is absolutely stunning, and they really do look stunning together. So obviously with the more power cars coming out, everything's on sort of a back burner. We're waiting for stuff to come out, the APT, the First Great Western power cars, the LNER, Farewell Tour power cars, the Blue Pullman. So they're the only ones that are coming out this year. We've got all the coaches to come. So like I say, the APT, we're waiting for the Class 91, waiting for the Mark IVs, waiting for the DVTs. So we're waiting for quite a lot to come out. But I've never actually reviewed either of these models in the 7 years I've owned them till today. So just thought we'll have a quick look. We'll have a close-up of my own Angel Trains one. It's the First Transform and Travel, working in partnership with Brush Traction and MTU, Investors in Rail, Angel Trains, 43004. Again, the lights on this one, this is obviously an earlier model. The lights are poor. I don't know what power car this is because the grille is different to that one. So I don't know what power car he used to do this one. I'll have to check, because that grille is like it's a silver it's proper metal, and it's completely different to the other one. We'll just check what grille that has got. Yeah, you see it's completely different. This is a square mesh, and it's like a crisscross one, so I'll have to check that out. But there we are, there's my first ever DCC model, First Great Western 43017, and it's eventually its buddy 43004, which joined it later in life. As I'll say again, we are still waiting to build something, but we're hoping to have something soon. I say this every time, but I like to keep in the loop of uploading small stuff. I know it's not amazing, guys, but I do miss running them, I really do. But hopefully soon we'll be able to run some more trains. So anyway, enjoy your evening, guys, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care and keep up the content.